Hello guys, I'm sitting in the car waiting for my mom. She's a little bit early, but we're here for her eye appointment. And it's a rainy day. As you can see at the window, it's raining. So it's comfortable for me to sit in the car. I've got the window cracked, so it's not too hot for me to sit in the car and wait for her, at least for now. But yeah, I'm gonna put a little bit of lipstick on. I don't know if y'all can tell, if y'all watched my life update video while I was applying the beauty, just different nighttime products, miscellaneous products that I had. I don't know, you can always see my CPAP marks, but my skin looks so much better after using those products last night. I had some big blemishes, like a couple of them over here, and it's almost completely gone. It's a little red because I just touched it, but you can, I mean, it's not like I have flawless skin, but compared to what it looked like last night, my skin looks so much better. It looks, it has a glow to it and not oily. It's just, a natural kind of glow. My skin has been so dry. I think all these blemishes has just been a cry for help. They're like, help us. We need a drink of oil and creams. But anyway, that sounded like an alien, like take me to your leader, didn't it? Oh my Lord, I need help. Oh, starting to rain harder. Suits me, it'll keep it cool. I may have to wasn't going to put any makeup on, but I thought, well, I want to put a little lipstick on. My lips get dry. I have a purple one too. I don't know this. I just thought, I'm going to try all three of these together. That actually looks pretty good. This is East New York City. Trixie, is that the color? Lip color stick, East New York City. ID9. This is Avon. This was like a vintage kind of series or something, I think, and it was Wine Kisses. I love that little lipstick case, but that's the color, like a really dark. And then the other one that I wear often, it's Avon as well, and it's this one's brown sugar. I thought it was grape. I do have like a grape color one, but that's brown sugar. I was thinking it was the grape one I had. But anyway, we're going to be running around today, and I'll try to film and just keep y'all updated. My mother's worried she might have to have eye surgery because the last time her eye doctor mentioned something about some nerve she was going to have to keep an eye on. So she's nervous that she may have to have another type of surgery. Let's pray not. Anyway, I'll keep y'all posted. I'll check back in a little bit. I forgot to mention, I wanted to tell y'all, I thought I'd wear a necklace today, and this is metal. I got it at Charming Charlie. Are any of y'all familiar with Charming Charlie? The actual physical locations closed down, I think, a few years ago. 2, 3, 4 years ago. I can't remember exactly. That was one of my favorite places to get jewelry. It was one of those places that had like clothes, hats, scarves, shoes, purses, all the accessories, jewelry that you could match. They had like, a red section, a green section, orange, brown, black, where you could match and coordinate. I love that place so much, and it was so affordable. Like this necklace, I probably got it for like maybe $7 or $8 or something. And you could get, typically it was like $10 or less. I mean, as far as like some jewelry pieces, they had some fancier pieces, but I believe they're still in business online. So I'll put the link to that website. I think it's probably just charmingcharlie.com, but I'll put it in the description box just in case y'all can check it out. They have some wonderful things. I just hate, I like touching things and seeing things in person, so I was so heartbroken when they closed down. But I got a lot of my jewelry and rings and things are from there. But I get a lot from Avon as well. This ring right here, it's purple, if you can see, and it's got the bling bling on the side there that kind of picks up, looks blue, different colors. Yeah, that's so nice. And this one I've already showcased and shown y'all. It's something that I got from Temu for like $2.38 or something like that. Just really cheap. This I probably got for like $10 at Avon. But I just wanted to show y'all because I know sometimes, you know, y'all might be interested in wondering where I got some of my jewelry and different things. So just thought I'd share. Check in a little bit. I just remembered something else that I forgot to mention in my life update last night. I got a notification letter in the mail from Social Security Disability, and they've scheduled another medical appointment for me. I already had the medical exam, and now they're wanting me to go for an echocardiography of my thoracic spine with a color Doppler. So yeah. It's exhausting. I know another friend of mine applied for Social Security Disability before I did. She has some health issues too, and she went through an attorney, but and I'm doing this by myself, and she's already been approved, and it wasn't too far ahead of when I applied that she did, but I'm hoping that this last test will be sufficient and all that they need. I mean, if having congestive heart failure, fibromyalgia, costochondritis, spinal stenosis, among other few things that are not really considered a disability, but are still overall troublesome when you have comorbidities, so to speak. If that's not enough to file for disability, I don't know what is. So I could really use your prayers in getting the approval of Social Security Disability. Income that I'm receiving now is from my former employer, the one that let me go because of my spine issues, and is through their long-term disability, disability insurance, and that lasts 2 years, and that'll be up in September. So I have August, I have this month, and next month. And I don't know, but I'm pretty sure that that'll be the last payment that I'll get from that. So, and it'll be October or November before I get, is when the review will be over for the Social Security Disability. So there may be a period of time where I have no income at all, and that's scary because we all have bills to pay. I live with my nephew, so I don't have a mortgage or anything, but I do have I have car insurance, health insurance, I have cats to feed. There's just a lot of things. It's scary. I trust the Lord. I mean, don't get me wrong, but in my humanness, you know, you get in your head, which I try not to do, but anyway, I just wanted to let y'all know about that. I forgot. And then, of course, I think I mentioned maybe one of my other videos about having an appointment to go, that there's nothing else that they can do for my spine because it would risk paralysis. So I have a pain management. That's the only thing I have now that can be done is to manage the pain. So I have a pain management appointment, I think September 5th. Yeah. So anyway, just wanted to, when it comes in my head, I have to spit it out or I forget it. So I just wanted to touch on that, and I'll check back in later. Thank you. Okay, we're at, camera's on. We're at Melton's App and Tap. And it's a neat little place. Melton's App and Tap in Decatur. TVs in here. Different neat place. Mama ordered the blue ribbon fries, which that is waffle fries with signature blue cheese sauce. And I'm getting the chicken and black bean nachos, which is chips, cheese, chicken, beans, tomatoes, lettuce, and sour cream. We're both getting the small portions. When it comes out, I'll show y'all what it looks like. Okie dokie, guys. Look at this hair. We're back home. It's been a long day. My back is killing me. So I've got some heat pads on my back. And we finished our lunch at Melton's App and Tap. And we had a little altercation. Not the like bar brawl altercation, just maybe a couple notches down from that. We got our ticket. Well, the waitress made a mistake. My mother ordered the small portion of waffle fries. It's called blue ribbon fries, but when they brought it out, it was like this large platter, basket platter thing, and my mother's like, that's a small, and they're like, no, that's the large or whatever. And I was like, well, no, she ordered the small. And they're like, no problem, we'll take care of it. So they brought her a small portion out. Well, when the waitress brought the ticket out, she was still charging for the large. So I told her, we're like, my mother ordered the small, but we had the person that brought it out correct it, but you're charging us for the large. So anyway, she said she was going to have to get her manager to fix it and all that. So we waited at the table for a long while. And Mom was like, I can't sit here anymore. She was uncomfortable and hurting. She says, we need to go. And I said, let's get up and just go see what's going on. So basically the lady forgot about us, because when she saw me, she goes, oh, she basically forgot. And she says, we only have one manager today. That's why it's taking so long. No, she forgot is what it was. So anyway, so she went and got the manager, and they weren't that far away from us. But, I could hear what she was saying. So she was talking to the manager, and he was wanting to know exactly what happened. And she's like, I don't know if maybe he's strict, and she was trying to cover her hiney. But she was like, no, they brought it out, but it was sent back, and blah, blah, blah. And she's like, well, to be honest, she said, I asked them if they wanted a basket, and she said yes. So it's not my fault. And this was like across the restaurant, not all the way across, but halfway. I was like, excuse me? I said, she ordered the small portion. She didn't order a large basket. And she said, well, I asked her if she wanted a basket. And I said, we don't know the menu like you. You work here. She asked for small. She don't know what a basket is. So anyway, she was wanting to argue with us about it. And yeah, I didn't do a like a wrestling move. I wouldn't know how to do a wrestling move. But even as a Christian woman, and if any of y'all deny this, y'all are lying. All of you have had moments that you just want to just pop somebody, bust them, pop them, something. But you don't, because the Holy Spirit in you, gives you self-control to some extent. I wasn't going to, no. We don't play that. and maybe it was wrong, but it's like, no, you're not going to put the blame for your mistake on us to cover your hiney. I wasn't necessarily trying to make her look bad, but it's like, no, you're not right in front of us where we can hear you say it's not your fault. To be honest, they said they wanted that. And I'm like, oh, no. My little mama did not want a large platter of waffle fries. People. Anyway. Yeah, I was mad. But, I didn't hurt anybody, so that's a victory. That's a victory. The Holy Spirit. Hallelujah. Thank you, Lord, for giving me some control. If it wasn't for the Holy Spirit and the control I get from the Lord, then there would be casualties all over the place. Can I get a witness? I'm sure I'm not the only one. People get on my nerves. I mean, I love y'all. I love a number of people, but generally speaking, humanity gets on my nerves. I get on my own nerves. Don't get me wrong. I get on my own nerves. So that's just a people thing. You know those shirts where it says, I'm staying inside today. It's too people-y out there. That's a shirt I need. I need it desperately. And I also need a shirt I saw yesterday that says, yes, well, maybe it didn't say yes, but it says, I'm flawed, but forgiven. So yes, we all make mistakes, but through the blood of Christ, by the grace of God, we are forgiven. Thank you, Jesus. Okay, after Melton's, after we left, Mama took me for my primary care appointment, and that was productive. I'm glad with the appointment. I'm going to have an x-ray. She's put in orders for me to have an x-ray on my left ankle and my left knee. She basically says that I have arthritis. You know, given her the history, all of my symptoms, she had me do some tests. She did a full exam. Preston had me do some stand-up different kind of test. And she basically said, in my knee, I have a meniscus tear that's common with arthritis. She could feel that I had swelling, fluid buildup from my body trying to repair, like the bone-on-bone injury or arthritis or whatever's going on in there. So, so we've got x-rays ordered for the left ankle and knee. I'm sorry, I keep moving this around. And then another issue that I had her check out was in my right calf. I have a lot of lumps. It feels really lumpy and thick. My left calf is not like that at all. It's been that way for some time, but it seems to be getting larger and it's bothering me more. It doesn't hurt all the time, but occasionally it will ache so bad, and I just feel like I have to massage it to kind of work out some of that pain, because I don't know exactly what to do to ease the pain because I'm not sure what it is, so I just feel the need to massage it, and that doesn't really help. Her suspicion is that it's possibly fatty tissue, a lipoma, something like that, but she's ordered an ultrasound for my right calf. I feel like this is crooked. So an ultrasound for my right calf just to make sure, to see what's going on with that. So she's put in a prescription for me for a topical ibuprofen, because I can't take oral ibuprofen or Aleve because of the heart failure. So she's ordered me a topical ibuprofen to apply to my ankle and my knee every day. And she recommended that I wear the ankle compression brace that I have every day for stability. Even if it doesn't take the pain completely away, she's given me that other medication for it, and that I should wear that brace just for stability because it affects the knee as well. So that she's also recommended that I take a turmeric supplement. So I'll be doing that. I'll get some of that tomorrow. Mom and I have some errands to run tomorrow. We have prescriptions to pick up. She has one too. I'll talk about her eye appointment in a second. So that she's given me exercises. I haven't found them yet, but she sent me exercises. It may be in this little thing, that this pamphlet that they gave me. Yeah, I've got exercises. Yeah, she's giving me some exercises. So what I'll do is, once I do these exercises, get comfortable with it, I might try to do a video to show y'all, to help y'all if any of y'all are having any if you're not already doing exercises that your doctor's recommended, to help strengthen the muscles around your heels, your ankles, not your heels, your ankles and your knees. And that helps if you've got arthritis, if you can strengthen the muscles around those joints. So I'm going to be doing this regimen because I need help. I really have been hurting quite a bit. So I'll be doing that. Let me put this on pause while I gather my thoughts again. Okay, I also had blood drawn because I asked her about the thyroid, and she said, yeah, absolutely. She put in had the blood drawn and put in a test for thyroid test, my glucose, like the pre-diabetes test. That's something they test for me regularly, and cholesterol. So since I haven't had those done in like 2 years, so she's ordered those 3 tests. So we'll see what that comes back as. And then I have a follow-up appointment scheduled for 6 months with her. My mother had her eye appointment first thing this morning, and she was not aware. She thought that they were just going to measure her eye pressure. They're keeping a watch on her eye pressure because if her eye pressure's too high, you can go blind eventually. So they're really keeping a watch on that because it's been kind of elevated a little bit. So she thought that's all they were going to do, but they wanted to dilate her eyes and check her optic nerve and all that stuff to see how that's going. But she wasn't prepared for that because that would have taken a lot longer. So she's got another appointment in 3 weeks for them to be able to do that, to dilate her eyes. Because when they dilate her eyes, for some reason she's more sensitive to anything and everything. When they dilate her eyes, she's dilated almost the whole day. It ruins her whole day. Whereas most of us, in like 2-3 hours maybe, we go back to normal. She's just, yeah, no. So she's like, no, I can't do that today. So they've given her, in the meantime, they want her to take a prescription eye drop, which is one of the things we have to pick up tomorrow, that will help the pressure. So they told her that it will sting when she puts it in. Of course, that is upsetting her. And they also told her, and if you're allergic to it, you'll definitely know. Well, they definitely shouldn't have said something like that, I guess. They didn't even say in what way that she would know or what symptoms. So she's really distraught and upset over that because she hates having anything done and just having these prescription drops that are going to burn for sure and that she could potentially be allergic to, and she would know. I mean, it's just got her upset. So I hate that. And then she's got to go back in 3 weeks. So it's just, she's still trying to recover from her gallbladder surgery, and it's just upsetting. It's just overwhelming. There's just too much going on right now. But we did, between her eye appointment and us going to lunch, we did go to, it's my second cousin, it's her first cousin, my second cousin's house, and to visit her since she's close. And so we did that. We were there almost 3 hours, I think. It was a wonderful time, just talking about old time stories, family stories, just a lot of different stuff talking about, like I mentioned, that she is an artist. So I got more information from her about that. And I will be doing, she gave me permission to feature her in one of my artist series videos. She didn't want her picture taken. She says, honey, I take awful pictures. No, I don't want you taking my pictures. She said, I don't care if you take pictures of my paintings, but no, I don't want you to take a picture of me. I respect that. I mean, she's 91, but you'd never guess it by looking at her. I mean, I would say maybe 70s, maybe 80. I don't know that I'd even guess that, but we have good genetics in our family. We do. Everybody has looked so much younger than they really are. So I wish she had let me take a picture, because she's such a pretty lady. She's got gorgeous skin, gorgeous gray hair, like silvery gray hair, and it just looks like silk. I should have asked her what hair product she uses, because her hair is just gorgeous, and she had it up in a pretty bun with like a pearly kind of a hair piece, and she dressed so young. She had blue jeans on, people. 91-year-old lady. She had blue jeans and like a Henley kind of a top, a white Henley top and blue jeans. She dresses younger than I do, that lady. She is something. But and she's very, I think she's more cognitively alert than I am. She was just recalling stories from back, it's just wonderful. If you have any family members, elderly family members, just if you're not already, talk to them. Have them tell you about their children, about them growing up, and just all the stories, war times, and different things. It's just so fascinating to learn about history. We've gotten away from that. We really have gotten away from really getting to know our families and what their lives were like. It's such a rich thing to do. And I'm so glad we went over there. We're going to go over there again in 3 weeks after my mother's eye appointment again, because it is literally just around the corner. It's like maybe a mile away, if that much, maybe 2 miles. So we'll go visit her again. But let me see. I think that's it. Let me pause you again. My brain, I just don't trust it. Hold on. Okay, guys, I think that's it. I've got multiple videos in the works. I'm piecing them all together. And so that's why I sometimes seem scattered, aside from, I guess, fibromyalgia and whatever all else is going on. But I thank you so much. If you're still watching at this point, thank you for hanging in there and taking the time out to watch my videos. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much. Until next time, God bless.